Sanctuary, Heavenly Birthstones, Part 8, compiled by Shirley Jean Street and read by Wayne T. Street. Numbers mentioned in the Bible have great significance. 12 tribes of Israel, 12 stones in the high priest's breastplate, each displays a son's name. 12 disciples of Jesus, 12 foundation stones of New Jerusalem, each displays a disciple's name and his tribal counterpart. All of the colors and numbers represented in the wilderness sanctuary were prophetically significant. Each and every article of furniture, priest attire, and ritual services connected to this house of God represented Jesus, the Messiah. The tribal breastplate stones and the high priest's outfit has great significance for God's people. Examples of the stones on the high priest's breastplate do vary, and the biblical order depends on whether it is the Old Testament list, which begins with the firstborn of the 12 brothers, Exodus 28, verse 10, or the New Testament list, which begins with Judah, the descendants of Mary, Jesus' birth mother. Again, please keep in mind that the modern names for these same stones has changed over the years, as have the 12 tribal flags. The fact these breastplate gems and holy city foundations are all transparent, and that their colors and basic materials, their condition before and after polishing, have true significance for our life is the important biblical message here. This student of the breastplate and sanctuary message has chosen to make reference to the tribal stones as suggested by Dr. Leslie Harding, as I trust his 50 years of exhaustive research to be meticulous and inspired. These represent a few of his books. He passed away in 2010. The tribal stones on the high priest's breastplate have significant meaning for God's people. In their rough form, they represent our unrefined character. In their polished form, they represent our characters transformed by Jesus. God placed each tribe upon the stone, which might suggest ideas most appropriate for its growth and thus stimulate development. As the special light of the gem, carrying the peculiar message symbolized by its color, flashed into the tribal mind, it conveyed the encouragement and warning specifically needed for character growth. Its substance and crystallization added to this advice. The lessons that these jeweled foundations of the breastplate teach is that God always places his children just where they can best grow and glow to his glory, to their own satisfaction and for the blessing of those lives they touch. Each of these gems was held with its own set of firm golden fingers upon the breastplate. This nubile, marriageable cloth foundation moved with the pulsing of the high priest's heart. In imagination, catch the affection of its sweet cadence. Each heartbeat of our heavenly mediator is felt beneath each gem foundation. What moves his loving breast immediately touches us. What touches us rouses a response in his heart. How intimately were these two joined in one? The breastplate was always to be bound on the high priest's heart when he ministered in the holy place.